Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about how self driving cars see and understand the road. Imagine getting in a car where you do not know how to steer, brake, or even look where you're going. Imagine staying in the back seat, reading a book, and your car just brings you safely to your destination. This isn't science fiction, this is the reality of self driving cars. As someone who has done extensive research into how these cars work, I've learned how these autonomous vehicles see and respond to the world around them. I've learned about what devices and different technology these cars are equipped with that allow them to see and drive safely and efficiently around our roads. Whether or not you plan on riding in a self driving car, it is certain that it is shaping the future of transportation. And as it's shaping the future of transportation, it could affect your daily life. You could be driving next to one, or in a couple more years, who knows, it could be picking you up from the airport. So, today, first, I'm going to talk about how these cars see the world around us. Second, I'll describe how they process what they see. And then, third, I'm going to show how these cars safely navigate the road. So, first, let's talk about how these cars see. These self driving cars are equipped with many different types of devices, such as cameras, that allow the car to see lane markings, traffic lights, and other objects. These cameras mimic human vision, but lack depth perception because they're 2D. They don't know how far away an object is. For example, these cameras know what color a traffic light is, but they do not know how far away that traffic light is. To solve this problem, cars are equipped with LiDAR detection systems. These LiDAR systems shoot out many different laser pulses, which create a 3D map of the surrounding environment. LiDAR is extremely accurate to determine how far away an object is. According to SAE International in 2021, LiDAR is one of the most accurate tools for depth and object detection. For example, if a self driving car is on the road and sees a car stop in front of it, the LiDAR will determine how far away that stopped car is, and then that data is used by the car to determine how much time it has to stop, and then determine how much brake pressure that car has to apply to ensure a smooth stop. In addition to these LiDAR sensors, the cars are also equipped with radar and ultrasonic sensors, which are really beneficial for low speed scenarios, such as parking. These sensors, because they're extremely precise, allow self-driving cars to get really close to surrounding objects without hitting them and getting them into tight parking spots. So once the vehicle sees what's around it, it has to determine what to do with that information. Which leads us to our second step, how these cars think. Artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms take in sensor input and improve performance over time. These systems learn from past driving scenarios and keep improving for the future. For example, Teslas, with their full autonomous features, collect data for every mile that they are driven. And all that information goes back and feeds those algorithms to make the car drive better in the future. According to Surdon and Williams in 2016, these systems learn over time by analyzing different driving scenarios, just like how a human gains driving experience. These AI and machine learning algorithms are also used for object detection and prediction. This allows the vehicle to identify and react to real world elements. This is due to the complex machine learning algorithms that have tons of data for all the millions of miles that they have been driven. For example, these object detections are used to determine if there are any cyclists around you, other vehicles, traffic lights, pedestrians, etc. As I said, these models also tend to predict what these objects do next. For example, let's say you're trying to enter a right turn lane and there's a cyclist there. The artificial intelligence and machine learning will try to predict where that cyclist will be in the near future and determine if it would be better to go in front of that cyclist or to go behind that cyclist. With decisions made, the vehicle must act upon them, which brings us to navigation and control. GPS and high definition maps allow self driving cars to know exactly where it is on the road and how it should react to real world scenarios. These systems combine real time positioning with store route data. Motion planning softwares allow the cars to plan the safest and most efficient way for the cars to move along the road. According to National Highway Safety Administration 2023, self-driving cars rely on precise location data synced with constantly updating road models. These road models include any construction information. For example, let's just say there's construction on the road and there's only one lane available to drive on. The car will then know to stay in that lane and proceed accordingly. In 2023, self-driving car company Waymo, picture of their car is shown here on the screen, explains in their safety report the car must also react to sudden changes, like a kid chasing a ball into the street. The motion planning software handles acceleration, braking, and steering based on both prediction and real time updates. Today, we looked at how self driving cars view the world around us using cameras, LiDAR, radar sensors, and more. We looked at how artificial intelligence and machine learning models use, use the data of what the car is seeing to, to determine what the car should do next. And we looked at how GPS and motion planning softwares are used to move the car along the roads which are safe and effective. These systems work together to create vehicles that can operate independently, marking a huge step forward in the future of transportation. As self-driving cars become more and more common, it's beneficial to learn about them because it allows us to trust them. And the more we trust them, it'll create a more peaceful environment on the roads for all of us. Thank you so much for listening.